Hey, it's me, Tiki Barber, and this is All Kinds of Ish. And I'll be talking all kinds of ish every week and be giving you the good stuff. And there will be no topic that will be too big and no topic that will be too small. But today, the topic is Cosby-ish. And I want to talk about this because it's been something that has been on my mind and on my heart, and I'm sure on the minds and hearts of a lot of people. Just the other day, Bill Cosby celebrated his 81st birthday. He's 81 years old. And I was listening to a news, station talking about people called the cops on him because he had music too loud. And it was morning, and he was celebrating his birthday. And I'm just thinking, it's like, they'll stop at nothing to complain about this man, okay? And I want to jump into some things about the Cosby Show. I'm about to take it there. Now here's the situation. I'm all for justice, but I'm all for things also being fair and making sense. And this whole Cosby thing is not making that much sense to me. I mean, I'm like, here's the situation. They say the first, incidents happened in the 60s, okay? And the first allegations basically happened around 2015, okay? So we got like 40 years of loss of memory? What? I'm just saying, like, I don't know, what he did, because I definitely don't know all the facts. I definitely don't have all the facts, but no one does. Because the only one that has the facts is the man upstairs. And as far as I'm concerned, he's the only one that after all these years can judge anything. Because the people that were affected by it waited 30, 40 years to say something. And believe me, I know it couldn't have been easy for these women to come out, but at the same time, all these years, all of a sudden, there's like 60 women who saying, this happened to me too. This happened to me too. Oh yeah, he grabbed my ass. Me too. He looked at me wrong. Well, he's blind, so he's looking at a lot of people wrong right now. I'm sorry, I'm not being shady. Yes, I am being shady. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, everything can't be a Me Too situation, because that's what we not about to do. That's what we not going to do. Because I'm going to tell you like that. People think that whole thing is great, and it is a great movement when it applies. But when people start to abuse a situation, and now they want to put this whole thing on Bill Cosby. He's accused of sexual misconduct, okay? There's a whole lot of people that are all the way wrong when it comes to sexual misconduct. Whole lot of people who are free, whole lot of people who have not been accused, whole lot of people who have not been brought to court. But what I want to get to, what I really want to get to is people and society trying to dismantle and tear down a legacy, okay? A legacy. As far as I know, okay, the show is called The Cosby Show. But as far as I know, the people on the show, their last name is Huxtable, okay? I mean, am I wrong? Am I confused? Because they're playing a part. But all of a sudden, we want to take off the air The Cosby Show. Why? Because last I remember, who was on the show was Heathcliff Huxtable, Claire Huxtable, Lisa, what is her name? No. Heathcliff Huxtable, Claire Huxtable, Denise Huxtable, Theo Huxtable, Rudy Huxtable, and Grandma and Grandpa Huxtable. Either way, in any of that, did you hear Cosby? No. Because it's not about the Cosbys. The Cosbys would be talking about Bill Cosby's actual family, but this is the Huxtables. Okay? We tuned in every week for the Huxtables. We tuned in for the dream. The fact that, yes, there are families out there who are, there's a doctor and a lawyer and they're black, and yes, they're married, and yes, they have a family, and yes, they can buy a brownstone, and yes, they saved up for college and can send their kids to college. Yeah, it's not just a dream. It is very much reality for many black people in America. And for many people, period. And it just gets to me when it's clear that it's not about the Cosby Show. They want to dismantle and take away a brand. They want to remove the idea of a way of life for people. They're like, no way are we going to have black people believing for 1 second that there's a doctor and a lawyer and they're both black. And oh my God, they're married? And oh my God, their parents are married too? Oh my goodness, because that's impossible for a black family. That's what society doesn't want. That's what they don't want. That's what the powers that be don't want. They don't want that image. They don't want that imagery, because they would rather people just focus on being an entertainer or being an athlete. And that's great. I love entertainment. I love sports. But it takes all kinds of people to make a great society. And that show made sure that all of that was addressed. We had great teachers. We had doctors, lawyers, firemen, policemen, garbage men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was included. And we understood that. And the issue that I have is that if you don't want it to be attached to Bill Cosby, then name it the Huxtables. Okay? Because that's where the magic lived. Okay? That's where the tradition was. People tuned in because they wanted to believe that they could have that too. I mean, when Denise was getting ready for college, everybody was getting ready for college. You know, when Sandra came home and she was in med school, everybody was like, I could be a doctor too. Or I want to be like my dad. But now here we are talking about this man like all he did was rape women his whole life. This is crazy. At what point did we want to just decide that all a man is a rapist? If every last one of us was judged as based on the creepy shit that we did, wouldn't we all be in trouble? Because everybody makes bad choices. And everybody has creepy moments. And it's like they want to take this show off the air, but it doesn't just affect Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is still super rich. But all of those actors on that show put in time. They're real people with real bills and real problems and real families. And they need to be able to take care of their stuff. So now they're not going to get their residuals because somebody somewhere has a huge beef with Bill Cosby? Let's get real. Let's really, really, really get real. This whole little situation just don't seem right. And furthermore, I'm going to go back to the ladies. 40 years? All these bitches got memory lapse? For 40 years? All of them crazy? All of them amnesiacs? Every last one of them? No, they're not amnesiacs. See, the problem is, Bill Cosby, he was nasty. He's probably being a bit of a pervert. Using his power against people who were powerless. But from all the stories I heard, a lot of these women went with him willingly. And then when the shit didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to turn out, then it was a problem. But it's a problem 40 years later. And I'm not trying to say what happened was right. What I'm trying to say is that how all of a sudden are we going to just throw away a whole body of work? Like this man is that. Like this man is who he was 40 years ago. I'm not who the hell I was 40 years ago. Because you know why? Because 40 years ago I was a fucking baby. Excuse my French. And no, I'm not in France. But I'm in the real world where real world stuff matters. And all I'm trying to say is that 40 years ago, he probably don't even remember all of what he did wrong. That's real talk. He probably like, God damn. I guess he's probably just as confused as a lot of these ladies. And what I'm trying to say is that I sit back and I think of the fact of how much joy he brought me. And I really don't think I'm alone in that. Because I was, man, Thursday night, I was ready. I was ready. I was like, what am I going to learn from these Cosby's night? Like, what am I going to learn from this Cosby show tonight? What am I going to learn from the Huxtables today that's going to help me in the real world that I can use tomorrow? They made everybody's weekend better. I mean, y'all remember when Vanessa got messed up? She was sneaking around, putting on that makeup after Claire told her not to. And she snuck and got her ass in trouble. That happened to me. That same thing happened to me. That's real stuff they was doing. Or Justine. I mean, men knew how to beg then, right? They figured it out. If they wanted something for a lady, they better beg, right? We were taught. And we were taught that it was okay to not be normal and regular and be cookie cutter because Denise was off the chain and all the way left and different. We loved her, right? And Sandra was a doctor and going to do her thing and showed even her. She had a crazy ass husband, Elvin. I'm just saying, I think of all these beautiful moments of the Cosby Show and just the fact that there was eating together at the table and talking about problems and so much tradition and so much beauty, you know? And I just think about it and I'm just like, are we going to just pretend that none of that ever existed? Are we going to pretend that the Huxtables ain't half raised people in this world? And they ain't raised a whole generation of people? And then the next generation of people because of, you know, it being syndicated? But now they just want to remove something that's that great? I'm going to tell you what, removal of that show will be worse and more detrimental than anything that Bill Cosby could have done or ever did. And again, I want to say I'm not being insensitive to whatever happened to those ladies because again, I don't know. And I will not say their names because I know they know who they are. But what I will say is some of them, I will say some of them need to get on some damn ginkgo and improve their memory before they mess with somebody else's life or their own life. Because they could have handled that shit a long time ago. Because I'll be damned if somebody rape me and do some crazy shit to me and I'm just going to wait and watch while they become super rich, super famous, and hailed as like the greatest dad on earth while I watch and believe that, you know, well, he did some stuff to me that was kind of left, but I'm just going to leave that alone. And then all of a sudden, somebody says something and they find out, oh, well, damn, she got some money. Well, let me jump on that bandwagon. No, I'm sorry. It's too late. The man is old. He's legally blind. That was wrong. But you already know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a fact. Come on. We can't pretend that this man hasn't given out all this money to universities, paid for countless college educations, and just did so much positive. You know, we aren't all what we've done. We definitely are all not our mistakes. I mean, we got an orange person in the highest office of our land, grabbing people by the, he's still the president. How, Sway? I don't know. But he's still the president. Why isn't he on trial? Where is the woman that grabbed by the Why she don't have him on trial? Maybe she need ginkgo too. I don't know. Seems like we're having a huge lapse in memory these days. Because people let years go by and then they go, oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they talking about somebody said something about another big celebrity and it was something that they did in 1992. They probably don't even know the person that they did something wrong to. I don't remember half of what went on in my life in 1992. I just saying. If you want to handle some stuff and somebody does something wrong to you, you handle that shit right away. And I commend all women that had something done to them and had the balls to stand up and handle it right away. And I'm not saying that women don't have a right to still press charges years later. But what I am saying is that we cannot have this man leave here known and remembered as a monster. That's ridiculous. It's purely ridiculous. Purely ridiculous. Because he's not a monster. Yeah, maybe he's a pervert. Maybe he's a hoe, as people say. But I know a whole lot of them. And they ain't on trial. And they didn't act raggedy their whole life. And I know a whole lot of you know a whole lot of men that should be behind bars. But all I'm saying, before we judge this man and before we decide that, you know, he's just a horrible person, a bad man, can we try to remember that somebody else helped build that legacy? Because the last time I watched The Cosby Show, it wasn't just Bill Cosby on there. There were a whole lot of people. What did Felicia Rashad ever do to anybody? Or Keisha Knight? Or Lisa Bonet? Or Malcolm Jamal Warner? Like, because I don't remember them doing nothing to nobody. And what Cosby did, what Bill Cosby did, damn sure don't have nothing to do with them. We need to think about that. So, maybe, being that we tuned into the Huxtables, maybe they just need to rename it. Unless they, you know, trying to really get rid of a brand. Unless they're trying to get rid of a look that they know is good for us. Because in this day and age, oh, we need the Cosby Show on. We need the Cosby Show on now more than ever. I don't give a damn what they name it. I don't care if they just call it The Show or The Brownstone. But it's easily enough, you know, it can be named The Huxtables, because that's where the magic was, right? That's what we tuned in for. But I'm tired of all this lapse in memory. I'm tired of all this shit. I'm tired of all this amnesia. I would like to see the ginkgo sales go up with all this amnesia. Oh shit, you know what? I think that happened to me too. This man has had 2 children die. Let's remember that nobody gets away with anything, right? What's done in the dark will come to light, right? And there's always somebody. We all gonna meet. We all gonna be judged. But we certainly don't have to be judge and jury down here like that. Especially not 40 years after something happened and then people kind of trying to remember the incident of what happened. Oh, he grabbed my ass. Me too. Oh, he looked at me wrong. Me too. He, you know, masturbated while he's talking to me. Me too. Like, when does it end? When does it end? It's too much. It's too much. Okay? Let this man die in peace. This man is nearing the end of his life. And then they worrying about music being too loud for his birthday. Maybe he's going blind. Maybe he's going deaf too. I don't know. But I do think a 40-year memory lapse is a little bit sketchy. That's seem a little bit like this, right? I don't know. But you know what I'm about to be. When I pull out these shades, it's because I'm about to throw some shade at them. Yeah, I'm about to be shady. Anyway, so, for all of you ladies who are having a problem with your memory, I suggest you get some ginkgo. So you don't go around here messing up everybody's life because you forgot what happened to you. Okay? And let's try not to wait 30, 40 years. And furthermore, for all you ladies out here who want to have business meetings, maybe try and do it in the daytime. Maybe don't go up to somebody's room at 4 in the morning. Because ain't nothing popping at 4 in the morning except for your legs open. Okay? Ain't nobody trying to have a meeting with you or get to know you or put a ring on it at 4 in the morning if they are not your man and not your husband. There is no meeting that is happening that has anything to do with your career at 4 in the morning. Okay? So, let's be accountable. accountable, ladies and gentlemen, with how we do business, okay? And I'm not trying to be rude, and maybe I am being a little bit shady, but it seems to be necessary since so many of those women seem to have forgot that they were raped or somebody tried to rape them. All I know is keep your ass out of hotels at 4 o'clock in the morning if you're trying to have a serious business meeting with a man, a woman, or whatever it is, because it ain't going to work out good for you there. And that's my shade for the day. I'll be back with some more next week. This whole thing got me needing to sip some wine. Somebody tried to rape them 40 years ago. I ain't saying I believe it. I'm just saying I don't know. And I'm just saying it's too many damn years. Furthermore, I always have little tips and tricks. I always get tips and tricks from all my friends and aunts and uncles and everything. And today I have one. I actually have a good one. So every week I'll be giving you a tip or a trick. Okay? Today's tips and tricks is clear nail polish on a mosquito bite. As soon as they bite you, as soon as you know you've been bitten, use clear nail polish and put it on there, and literally it takes away the swelling, the itching, all that. And if you don't have the itching, then you don't have the scratching, which means you don't have them ugly marks that they leave behind that I absolutely hate. And that's my tips and tricks for this week. Listen, I know today's ish was heavy. I know it's heavy. But you know what? We gotta go there sometimes, right? We gotta go there. Because we can't take down everybody with one person, right? We can't just throw people away, right? We can't do that. Because if we did that, a whole lot of us would be in trouble, right? Right. So I hope you enjoyed today's ish. I hope you think on today's ish. And if you disagree with me, certainly leave me your comments. I'm open to it. If you do agree with me, hey, I want to hear that too. But I do know one thing. I sure enjoyed The Cosby Show. And I sure enjoyed Bill Cosby. And I'm going to choose to not remember him this way and think of him in only one way. I'm going to choose to think about the Cosby that did all the good works. Okay? I hope you enjoyed today's ish. And I'll be back next week with more ish. It's your girl Tiki Barber. And I'm out.